You can stop. Bambizana Amanda. 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 Program Director, Comrade Derek, the Kathrada family, Comrade Barbara, leadership of our movement, the DP is here, DSG, National Treasurer. I didn't see the National Chairperson. Okay. President Thabo Mbeki, President Moses Sanel, President Khalima Mutlande, Moses Kuku, veterans of our movement, Mama, Zonge, abefundisi abalapha namabishop. I always tell people that a bishop is just a title yomfundisi. All invited guests izithwalang into ethi aparangwe ezikhoyo apha. Umlangeni zonke izithwalana. Fellow mourners, Derek has warned me that he's going to cut me short because the eulogy by Comrade Khalima represents me as well. I accepted that. But we're here to pay tribute to Comrade Kathrada, a hero, a veteran, the leader of our movement, a revolutionary. We want to acknowledge Comrade Kathrada for his dedication, his sacrifice, and his commitment. You know, when people acknowledge what he is missing, what he could not do, then you begin to internalize the sacrifice, the commitment, and the dedication. Kathy possessed a rare combination, wisdom and humility in one. Very rare combination. Today, anybody who is seen to be an intellectual, that will be accompanied by arrogance. But with Comrade Kathy, he had this combination. Comrade Kathy belongs to a generation, Comrade Thabo, that is described by Yusuf Dado in the funeral of Comrade Kotane. It's that description to me fits a number of comrades in that generation. This is the description, that he was incorruptible. Not only in his politics, but also in the personal life. He was a man you knew could never let you down and never do something behind your back and never deceive you. You always knew where you stood with him. Sometimes his words were harsh and hurtful, but they were never dishonest. Now, Comrade Kathy belongs to that generation. That description given by Yusuf Dadu to Moses Kotane applies word for word to many in that generation. Now, I hope that his departing will remind us that there is something that pulls us together. What pulls us together as the ANC family is the commitment to resolve three basic contradictions in society, interrelated, of race, gender, and class. In all respect, whether you talk about non-racialism, today, as we sit here today, there is a rise of racist incidents. Patriarchal power relations are prevalent. Class exploitation remains the order of the day. I hope that we will remember today that that is what pulls us to the ANC. When we say we're building a united, non-racial, non-sexist democratic society, it is about the resolution of these three contradictions. As I sit down, I want to appeal to all veterans of our movement who are here to appreciate that they have a responsibility of guiding us and many other generations of leaders who will come. That is not an option. It's a responsibility of providing that guidance. Now, that responsibility includes a number of things. Appreciating that we must engage at a level that makes us appreciate that we're being guided. I want to leave, Comrade Derek, a description of the role of a leader that was given by Comrade Le Duant, former General Secretary of the Communist Party of Vietnam, addressing himself to collective methods of work and individual responsibility. He says, the role of those who head the organization, the leaders, is great and has a decisive character. That is why they must meet high requirements. Now, when people demand of us high level of discipline and ethics, it is not a choice, it is a requirement, because as leaders, we must meet high levels of requirements. And he goes on to say, the leaders must embody loyalty and dedication to the implementation of the line and policies of the party and the state. Sayid will have dialogue line, Comrade Tao. That's man line, but line out. And they must have necessary capabilities and determination to bring these lines and policies into effect. They must have rich experience, foresight, aliveness to the new, a creative, imaginative mind to combine collective leadership with the ability to make a clear-sighted decision on the basis of deep knowledge of tasks assigned and from the grasp of the situation, show sense of responsibility, great determination, principled attitude, and take account and the real respect of the opinion of the others. I am leaving this as a responsibility that veterans and stalwarts of our movement have in guiding us, and provide that when we're given a responsibility of leadership, it is not a status, it is a privilege and an honor, and you serve in the best of the organization. I think we'll all emulate Comrade Kathrada, who dedicated his life to the life of this movement and the freedom of many others. And you can only do that when you love freedom for others more than you love freedom for yourself. Thank you very much.